Hey friend, let's talk about how to know when to trust people. There's a certain level of trust that we give to people that are familiar to us or that are within the same kind of in-group of us based on our attachment experiences. If there's somebody in my community that I am aware of or I meet at the grocery store and I have a level of familiarity, meaning I know they live in the same community I live, I can generally gauge through what we call theory of mind, how they view the world, how I can anticipate them relating to others, that they're a reasonably decent human being. And I extend a level of trust based on those assumptions about that person, right? And those assumptions, again, come from my earlier experiences in life that have shaped my attachment and my trust of humans in general. If I've had experiences where I don't believe that people are trustworthy, then I carry those assumptions forward, and I'm going to be distrusting of people as a baseline instead of trusting of people as a baseline. So that's where we begin, either automatically not trusting or automatically trusting to some level with people. What happens next has to do with what that person does with that trust. If they act in a way that's consistent with what we expect, if they act in a trustworthy way, then that trust continues and it even builds. We trust that person more. However, if they act in a way that we don't expect them to, that isn't what we believe should happen in a situation, then it breaks that trust. So if trust is lost, how do we regain it? Well, there's a process we talk about in other videos about how do we have reconciliation and forgiveness and repentance and all these kinds of things. But as it comes to trust, it has to be rebuilt, right? There's a process for rebuilding it, but if it's not rebuilt, then we shouldn't trust. Because if people haven't earned trust, that is, they haven't demonstrated their trustworthiness, then we shouldn't trust. When we take baby steps of trust in relationship, trust gets earned and built over time. And that's what's wise versus kind of dumping off the dight bin and giving way more trust to a person than they have earned in relationship, which really just sets us up to be hurt in relationship and sets us up to damage our trust in humanity as a whole, and thus what we bring to future relationships. So that's how we navigate trust. That's how we know who and when and how to trust.